Okay, I just popped the hood on this Lexus Rx350 2017. Lexus, Toyota, they both have these little pins. You have to push them in, and then that pin comes out. So this has I've already removed these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that's the 8th one. This does have a slide. You see that little pin right there? So you have to slide that tooth out just a little bit. Once you get it out, it comes right off. Okay, now we got to work on removing the bumper. Okay, now we got to take these guys off. I just took one off. Here's the next one. From what I could see is we're going to have to remove this one screw. It's a 10mm. This one as well. So far I have a total of 4 that I'm going to remove. And they're located right on the very top. Step, you have to go down here. There's 2 screws in this area. You got to remove those. This one, I removed one already. You got to take that one off. There's another one all across the bottom of this bumper that you'll see. Got to remove every one of those. Okay, so when removing this trim piece, there's 1, 2 little plastic button pins that you need to pull out, and 2 larger ones. The smaller one, I don't know if you can see, it's right there. I just removed it. The other one is located just above it, and the big one is located right there. And there's the other one. Okay, it's gonna be a little snug. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I broke that one. And the other ones are just kind of stuck in there. I'd start back here from the middle. I started right here, and that's why I broke that one. As you can see right there, there's one more of these button pins. I'm going to use my screwdriver. Again, I just push it in there, pop it out a little bit, and it's released. Alright, now back to this side. I did forget to mention there's one more of those little locking pins that holds this guy in that you got to remove. Let's hope I don't break any on this side. Okay, this time around I pulled that little pin out first. I've also popped it right here. Now this trim piece is going to be able to go back in, and I could release those clips. Okay, success on this one. I didn't break any. Now just to release this other one. Okay, now it's going to seem kind of crazy, but you just kind of gently tug on this, and it slowly releases these little pins. That going, and I'm slowly going to pull on this one again. There you go. Slowly walk it out. There it goes. There it is. And it's coming out. And now I have to take off these fog lights. So I don't want to drop the bumper just because I don't want to scratch it. But you can see from in here, oh, you can release the fog light right there. So that's what I'm going to do next. And these fog lights, as you can see, they just have a little push pin that you push up on, and you can remove it. Boom, just like that. And obviously these other wires all connected need to be removed as well. Okay, this Lexus actually has a sensor up here, so I gotta remove this as well. And I'm gonna have to remove this reservoir plug. This, make sure you have some type of plug. I'm gonna have to get something a little better than that to keep all this fluid in there. Okay, so once we're in here, we're gonna have some screws that we're gonna have to take off. This one's. The reason why we're going to take them off is because we want the whole grill unit to come off as one. And then once I get it off, I'll remove all the clips to take off that chrome piece. Okay, so here I'm midway. I stand corrected. I cannot remove that chrome piece yet. I think maybe that's the last piece to come off. Anyhow, I removed the top one, took off those screws. Comes off these little clamps. I just used a pair of needle nose, got it all taken off. These little pins on the bottom, I don't know if you can see them, but anyway, I squeezed each one with a pair of needle nose as well and pushed them through. For this bottom one, I'm going to start working with that pin, these guys. And I think that should be it. I'll keep you guys posted. Okay, so there's a lot of clips to remove that old Lexus bumper. So now I'm putting on the other F-Sport bumper grill. You do have to remove the parking sensors. They have two little clips on them. They're relatively simple. And then I'll put the Lexus symbol in last. But now to work that in. Okay, so the last thing to go on is the trim on the outside. I didn't get the F-Sport trim. I just kept it the same. Now, so there's a lot of clips that you got to take off. All these back ones, they come in the new grill. These screws, so these guys, like I said, I just pinched them. And now you just put them back in. I had to adjust that on the parking sensors. They were attached here. I moved them up. So once I finish putting on these screws, it should be good to go to snap back in. So the Lexus symbol has one screw there. Those little security tabs, two on top. And that one, and I think that's it. Time will tell. So taking off those 4 screws, now I just have those tabs and the symbol should come right off. Okay, there it is. Now just reassembling everything, putting it all back. Alright, there's the finished product on a Lexus Rx350 2017.